What's good, everybody? It's your girl Shar Dizzle, and I am back with another episode of Lyft Chronicles LA. Welcome to episode 4. Man, a lot has gone on in the last week or so since the last time we spoke. We had a huge butterfly migration here in LA that was absolutely magical. And we've been getting a shit ton of rain. Like, LA has never seen this much rain. I'm not going to say never, but it's been a very long time. Very long time. I'm leaving Thousand Oaks right now. I just got a ride. And I'm sitting in 50 minutes of traffic trying to catch a ride back to LA, but that's not going to happen. So, I just decided to come on and tell you guys this quick story about this guy that I gave a ride to. First of all, let me just say that I got a ticket last week, a parking ticket, a $300 parking ticket, because the cop was such an asshole. Oh, he was such an ass. So I pull up to the bus station, train station on Lancashire, and as I'm pulling up, I step on the brake because I'm looking for my passenger, and I had to fucking park so I can call them and ask them, where they were at. This motherfucking officer just walks up to me and doesn't even tell me, like, you need to move your car. He just starts writing the ticket. And then he comes up to my window and he's like, my name is Officer such and such from LAPD. The reason why I'm stopping you is because you're parked in a red bus zone. Give me a second. He goes to the back, fills out the fucking whatever that was, the license plate number, and then the VIN. And then he comes to my window and asks me how old I was. I was like, what does that have to do with anything? I had an attitude like, you didn't even give me an opportunity to let you know that I was in the middle of catching a ride. I wasn't just some random ass bitch just sitting at the bus stop. I was picking up a ride. There's no other designated area for me to pick the fucking passenger up. I'm only going to where the pin is at. Okay, so now I gotta fucking fight this ticket next week. Whatever. Anyways, that's not what I wanted to come on here and talk about. So first of all, let me preface this story by saying that in no way, shape, or form am I making fun of people with mental illness or any other kind of issue with their brain. But this particular ride that I had freaked me the fuck out. I don't get freaked out easily either. I really don't. People don't scare me in general, but this guy had me a little freaked out. So it was about midnight and I was picking this guy up, and he was standing on the corner. It was in Santa Monica, standing on the corner, I think, of 24th, 26th Street. Anyways, that's not relevant. Big, tall, skinny, lanky white guy. Nothing out of the ordinary that I could see, okay? So I pull up, pick this dude up. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna call him Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing tonight? Mumbling or whatever. I said, here we go with this shit. I don't understand what's so hard about getting into someone's space and speaking to them. Like, y'all mamas ain't raised y'all right. Anyways, so Jonathan is in the back seat. Now, when I picked him up, he didn't have any devices. He didn't have no Bluetooth. He had nothing. He's back there talking, right? And I'm thinking, the first 5 minutes of the ride, I'm thinking this motherfucker back there on the phone, just sitting there, just having a conversation like people do. They talk on the phone. No. Probably about 7-8 minutes into the ride, I look in the rearview mirror to see, if he's talking to somebody on the phone. He doesn't have an earpiece. He doesn't have a phone out. This nigga's legitimately having a full-blown conversation with some dude named Robert, okay? Robert is invisible, okay? Just to let y'all know. So I'm like, hands was 10 and 2 on the wheel. I did not make any sudden moves. I was nervous as shit because it's late and I got this crazy motherfucker in my car. I don't know what his mental state is. So the conversation went a little something like this. So Jonathan was upset with Robert because Robert didn't want to be his friend anymore. And at first I was like, yo, is he a gay lover or is it his best friend? He was like, Robert, You know I'm your friend, Robert. Robert, don't do this to me, Robert. Don't do this. I'm sitting here looking like, what the fuck? Like, this dude is legit getting upset. And so, man, he rolls the window down for a minute. Now, it was during summertime. It was quite warm. So, I didn't get upset that he rolled the window down. And he burped out the window. And I was like, bruh, what the fuck? He rolls the window. At least he was, at least he had some sense in that sense. Like, you gonna burp and then roll the window down? Cool. Whatever. So he rolls the window back up and he looks over. Now, mind you, it's just him. Okay? He's sitting on the passenger side. He's talking to Robert. Robert is sitting behind me. He looks at Robert and he's like, Robert, listen, I know that you and I are friends, but Robert, I think we can be more than that. What? I almost started laughing. I legit almost started laughing. And then he told Robert, he said, no one loves you like I do, Robert, and you know that. You understand? No one loves you like me, Robert. No one. Right? He's getting his... I'm like, sir, are you okay? Mumbling at me. You mumbling at me, but you having a full-blown conversation with Robert. Come on, my dude. Star me out. Star me the fuck out. Like, you freaking me out. Oh, my God. So, the ride is almost over, and he's, talking in a low, grumbly voice. I can't really understand what he's saying. But what I could make out is that Robert was supposed to meet him somewhere, and he didn't meet him, and Jonathan was up. It was like a whole situation that Robert was upset. That Jonathan was upset about that Robert did. Okay. Now, I told y'all in my first episode that I don't be playing with people when it comes to spirituality and shit like that. Like, I consider myself a spiritual person. I feel things, I know things, and I don't play when it comes to people and their spiritual attachments. Okay. So we pull up to Jonathan's house and I'm like, all right, Jonathan, you have a great night. You too. Yeah. Mumbling and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? So I start driving off and I was like, oh, no. I stopped in the middle of the block. Roll all the motherfucking windows down. I was like, Robert, hey, my nigga, you gotta go. Robert, you going with him. Make sure if you in this car, you going with Jonathan. Okay, you not coming home with me. I don't play that shit. I had a lady get in my car just last night. This little sweet little old Mexican lady. It was a shared ride. It was 3 people. It was her, the dude in the front, the dude in the back. And she was like freaked out. She was breathing heavy. I was like, are you okay? She was like, I was gonna walk home, but I saw something that I really shouldn't have seen. And I'm like, well, what did you see? She was like, I don't want to say. And the dude in the back was like, Diablo. She was like, see. Listen, Diablo, Robert, y'all need to go ahead and stay the fuck up out my car, okay? I don't know, y'all. Like, LA is getting a little strange. It's been strange, but it's getting stranger, okay? This dude had a full-blown conversation with himself. And I get a lot of strange people in my car. I really do. And I tell people this story all the time. They're like, well, maybe he was schizophrenic. I'm like, he could have been. Maybe he was rehearsing his lines for something. And I'm like, either way, it's fucking weird. I thought I was part of like some social experiment. I didn't really think it was like real. Like, are you really talking to yourself, dude? Like, what the fuck? So then, look, I turned my shit off because at that point I was like, yo, I need to get the fuck away from over here because I don't know who the fuck else live over here. That's weird. I went to go turn my shit back on to start accepting rides again. And I'm looking through my rides because I wanted to make sure I gave that motherfucker 1 star because I didn't want to see his ass no more. Do you know that this motherfucker tipped me $20? He tipped me $20, y'all. So I was like, all right, Jonathan, like, I ain't gonna give you no 1 star, bro. I'm gonna give you 5, my nigga. Like, I was like, I'm gonna give you 5 stars. Because I legit was like, I don't ever want to see this motherfucker again. He crazy. Jonathan was not crazy, okay? Jonathan had good sense. And you know what? That's what led me to believe that he probably was mentally ill, because maybe he does that all the time. Maybe he has conversations with himself very often, and a lot of times, you know, people get freaked out by it. And because I kept my composure and I kept my cool and I treated him like a regular ass human being, he tipped me. And I was like, cool, like, that's what's up. That's what's up. I've only been tipped $20 a few times in my life. Well, you know, driving Lyft. And that was an unexpected tip. I didn't think I was gonna get tipped at all. I wasn't expecting it. I was going to give that motherfucker 1 star. Like, nigga, your ass is crazy. Jonathan and Robert, y'all. Jonathan and Robert. They was having a full happy conversation about whatever the fuck they was talking about. I couldn't make out half the stuff he was saying because he was mumbling half the time. It was just like, bruh, like, I need to get the fuck out of LA, bro. Like, what is going on? Okay, let me get up off this freeway, though. But anyways, that's all I wanted to come and share with you guys. It's been a long fucking week, and I got more stories to tell y'all, but I can only do 1 a week. So tune in next week for Lyft Chronicles LA. I don't know exactly which story I'm going to tell, but it's going to be good. That's all I know. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Love you guys much. Oh, by the way, if you like my intro song, it is called No Love, and it is available for purchase. So you could go down into the description bar and you can download my song. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Sade Sings. And don't miss anything else. All right, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.